Hi, and welcome to the next episode of our Let's Play of Discworld 2 Mission Presumed. And where we're just finished up here in the Shades, and we're going to go back to the docks. Because we've got a knife now. And... I'm glad they keep the luggage sort of... No! There we go. Keep the luggage, sort of instead of his usual just bouncing around all over the place, but here we can get it right now. Let's get that. Okay.
Despite what you may want, I can't really hang myself off this hook.
Alright, let's pick up this hammerhead shark. Luggage, go into there. And we're going to go back to the university. Which is, what, over here? Now. Right, I'm guessing these are the mallets are the 3 sticks we need for the Ashkente. And you think they'd actually give it to us, considering this isn't the Arch-Chancellor wanted, but no, nothing's ever that simple. So, so back there, compost heap. Now, right now, okay, so pick up you, put you there.
Alcohol-soaked corn. This should give something a decent hangover. Corn soaked in alcohol.
Okay.
The cereal that goes snap, crackle and hiccup. So this is the university compost heap. Everyone always goes on about recycling as though it's such a thrill. It's a load of rot. I mean, think about it. You're encouraging the breeding of a vast mound of bacteria in your own home. Surely the one in your sock drawer is good enough for you.
Ah, there it is.
A rooster. It's one of the few organic life forms on campus that is almost definitely not an ex-faculty member. A maze? Oh, please, let's not add this to our list of woes. Let's just stay out here where everything's nice and calm.
And what do roosters eat? They eat corn. Okay. Ooh. I noticed in this game there's like a lot of vague animal abuse.
One rooster, totally plastered.
Alright. We're going to head back to the Shades now, so I'm going to cut for the purposes of time. Okay, so we're back here, and we've got this can.
A coffee pot. Well, I say coffee, if you could call it that. Whatever it is, if you drink it, you'll at least be dead, if not dead sober.
Alright, so let's pick up there. And we put that. We put the rooster into the coffee pot. Oh no, we give the rooster the coffee. Just sober it up. Alright, put you back.
One rooster, cold turkey sober.
Okay. Now we're going to go and talk to there was the vampire inside the troll's head.
One vampire, and a pathetic looking one at that. I suppose you might classify him not as undead, but more as anti-living. And look at his teeth. I bet they get the blood out of anything. Strange though, I wonder if they're real.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
So, you're a vampire then?
Indeed. Child of darkness, hell brethren, that sort of thing. Well, it's a job. Someone's got to do it.
So what do you do? I mean, I've often wondered just how a vampire spends its time.
Well, I am the knight, you see.
No, not really.
Well, that is just my point. How is anybody supposed to be the knight? It's not much of a job description now, is it? It's not as if you're even asked. Just one night you're walking home and woof, you're a vampire.
Is it that bad though? I mean, think of all the advantages.
What advantages? You tell me.
Ooh, lower food bills, low-cost housing. Black goes with everything, of course.
Yeah, but it's this whole night thing that gets me. I never stayed out beyond 8 p.m. in the old days, and now look at me. It's like the black hole of Jelly Baby out there. I keep falling over. Being undead doesn't mean I've got eyes like a cat, you know. I mean, I wish I had, but I haven't. So if I want to do any really good stalking, I have to carry a lantern, which pretty much defeats the whole business. I look silly.
Well, is there some way other than just stalking?
Well, I tried advertising. Wanted. Victims to be drained of their lifeblood by a hungry vampire. Yeah, you'd be astonished at how little response there was.
Quite.
And when I thought about it, the whole business seemed wrong. So I decided to give the whole blood thing a miss and start sucking something else. So I started on strawberry jam.
Did it work?
Well, it tastes better, but now look what's happened. See? I rotted my teeth. Who ever heard of a vampire with false teeth?
I'd sympathise with you more if I didn't have this awful foreboding that I'm going to have to use you later on. As part of some overcomplicated little scheme. You're not a vampire?
I am! Look! I've got the cloak! I've even got the frilly shirt. Think I'd be seen wearing this lot if I was alive? Look at this! That's for draining blood, that is. Yeah, terrified now, eh? Frozen by my powers. Hypnotized by the terror that strikes out of the night.
Gothic horror is dead at last. I wonder if anybody will miss it. So, this is it. You're just going to sit in here and avoid being a vampire at all? Haven't you got somewhere better to go than a seedy little bar?
Where should I go? Oh, you ought to see my home, my friend. A coffin at the graveyard. You call that comfort, 'cause I don't. I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
A toothless old vampire drinking a Bloody Mary without much Mary. Can life or undeath offer any deeper degradation than this? If it does, I'm sure we'll soon find out. Goodbye for now.
Okay, now, what I've been told is to take the rooster, give it to the vampire, though I don't know why. Oh, it's to make it think that it's time to go to bed. I don't know, I think if Castlevania had this type of vampire, it might not be as interesting in the game. Or it'd actually be a really more interesting. Oh, hang on. Let's just see, did he leave anything on the table or anything? No. Okay. So head outside. And I'm going to head all the way over here.
I'd better ask her about buying it. One crystal ball, complete with test pattern. Mrs. Cake. You'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you? A genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion. Sort of a sense of foreboding. No, I don't think so.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day. Eh?
What? How dare you? Well, now you're just talking rubbish. Order your thoughts, young man. Is it? Oh, I haven't been...
Hello there. Eh?
What? How dare you?
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean, how do I do it?
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why, does it show?
She's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say. Is she a clairvoyant?
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Hello there. Nice day. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Eh? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off. There we are. That should be much easier.
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, dear, about 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts for a living?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it. Ask most people to crush your palm with silver and they look at you like you're some sort of beggar. The only fringe benefit these days is the ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What do you use that for?
Never you mind.
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have on the shelf up there?
I tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice fresh ectoplasm.
Ugh, ectoplasm? What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
That's the stuff. Nice and slippery.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
Where does ectoplasm come from, anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch them. Squish it out of them like wringing laundry.
Ah, so that goes from the Fool's Guild.
Is there much of a commercial call for ectoplasm? Gives you pause for thought. Well, that's it for now.
Let's see if there's anything else over here.
A closet, just the place for the odd skeleton or two. An ironing board. I never use them myself.
Oh, got an ironing board, so we'll have that. Pair of scissors.
I'm afraid I can't cut that. I've just trimmed my nails, thank you.
Okay, right, we'll put that in there.
A wooden dummy. Hey, its arms are almost as dainty as mine. A petticoat. Ooh, silky. But at least you can see through it.
Okay, so we get the saw, take it and use it on the dummy. Okay. Right, let's just ask Miss Coke, see if there's anything else we've missed. I mean,
Quite well, thank you. Well, go on. I get a migraine if you don't ask the right questions. Well,
Hello, Mrs. Cake. How are you?
that's better. I am too.
You're not really a psychic.
I will.
Prove it.
All right.
I know. Answer my questions.
Blue.
Describe my favourite colour.
A rash.
Describe what I got for my birthday.
Fat, toothless and covered with sauce.
Describe my breakfast.
Frilly underwear.
Nope. I just can't remember what I meant to ask just then.
I do, and you ought to wash your mind with soap and water. Now, why don't you just go off about your or I'll tell all the nice audience about what you keep in your sock drawer.
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, dear, about 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts for a living?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it. Ask most people to crush your palm with silver and they look at you like you're...
okay, so
A psychic? What?
there we go. Alright, we've done that, so we've got to
See
get
you later.
ectoplasm for her. So next is to head up to Unseen University, so we'll cut and see you right there. Okay, this should be a good one. We've got to like put a cat amongst the pigeons here. So get this brick and throw it at the accelerator, which should make all the students happy.
No, no, no. Don't you know it's wrong to mix spirits?
Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky. Oh, Chucky, 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 Chucky.
Alright, so that's our ectoplasm. And now we've got to head to the garden. So here by the beekeepers, let's talk to
A
him.
university beekeeper. Look, let's not hang around too close. He might try to talk to us.
Keep off of them bees there, sir.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said, do please keep away from the bees. They're very dangerous. You need the right equipment, see? A veil, smoke, that kind of thing.
Oh, come on, they're not that dangerous, are they?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Last fellow here who tried to mess with that hive ended up stung, bewitched, and turned into the helpless love slave of the bee queen.
Really?
As the gods judge me, sir. He was off there collecting pollen day and night just for the privilege of seeing her mandibles crease up in a smile, sir. Awful, awful the degradation he got put through, sir.
Oh, gods, it must have been horrible.
Yes, sir. The pollen made me sneeze something awful.
I think at this point I should buzz off. Look, can I have some wax out of the beehive, or do I have to get tough?
Tough? What, go in there and fight the queen herself?
No, I mean get tough with you. You know, threaten, offer violence, intimidate you through use of magic powers, that's all.
There's no call for that sort of thing, sir. If you're going to take that attitude, I'm afraid I'm going to have to force you to go on a bizarre quest to find objects which will catch my interest and curry my favour.
Oh, that would be a novelty.
You've no one but yourself to blame, sir. Off you go. The days are wasting.
So you really like bees a lot then?
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful little things, sir. Such rich and varied lives. Zooming into the hive and zooming out again, and poetry. Pure poetry in motion. No one pays them enough attention, sir, that's what I think. If only someone would give the little darlings the recognition they deserve.
Quite.
I mean, it's all ants these days, sir. Ants this and ants that, and ants can carry 100 times their own body weight.
Yes, now, look.
I mean, it's nothing a bee can't. Look at your basic regurgitation process, or the fascinating little dances bees perform. Point. I see a flower filled with nectar. Point. Watch out for the spider's web over in that tree. Point. The clover's coming into bloom. Where's he gone then? I was just getting into the really interesting bits.
Okay, so that guy really likes his bees. Okay, so now we've got to mess around with the beehive. So let's get some chili onto the flowers. Okay, what did that do? Okay, so the bees are overheating from the chilies, maybe? Let's see if the beekeeper says anything different.
So you
Zoom it. Point. Where's he?
No, I guess that didn't change anything. Alright, let's see what this does.
bees, the eternal mystery. How do they fly? How do they communicate? And why are all the workers dumb enough to go off and toil in the fields all day, leaving the queen lounging about, guzzling nectar and having a good time?
Keep off of them, but
Sorry.
they're very.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah.
Really?
As the god, he was off there. Awful.
Oh,
Yes.
I think at this point...
Alright. Now, if I'm right, and I've read this correctly, I need to give them the brochure for the clickies.
Look, here's something that may interest you. You seem to know all about bees. Why don't you make a clicky about them? You could then pass on all your knowledge, so to speak.
You don't say. You know, you may just have something there. It's time the world knew the facts about bees.
Oh, this is so we can get the beeswax. Okay, there we go. Now, put that on there. Matches on the incense. Reach in and he should come out with some beeswax. Alright, there we go.
Ah, dribbly beeswax. Makes up in free spirit for what it lacks in stability. A clay pot, full to the brim with delicious honey.
Okay. Alright, and that should be enough for today, but we're going to go and hand in the beeswax, and we'll be able to get ourselves those candles that we need. Because, yep. Alright. So we'll take a break here and come back in the next episode.